Would you please remain standing? Welcome to the 61st commencement of John Pearsall McCaskey High School on this Wednesday, June 7th, 1995. At this time, I ask you all to join with me in a moment of silence and in your own way reflect upon the contributors of this day and of this year, to those who have made this the success it has been. Thank you.
May I please have your attention? You might be wondering why I'm whispering. It's because I have a secret to tell you. I'm flabbergasted that my class has chosen me, of all people, to tell you. I guess it's because they know me well enough to know that when I say my lips are locked, the key is actually in my back pocket. I'm not really sure why this is a secret. We all know it, we all feel it, and we all see it. It's just that no one talks about it. It feels as though we're scared to tell everyone, like it is a deep, dark secret. Personally, I feel that if it was in the open, our relations between students, teachers, and the community would greatly improve. I think that openly expressing our McCaskey pride, oops, there I go again. I knew I couldn't hold it in. McCaskey pride, that's the secret. We all have it, but for some reason, we keep it inside. If we openly express the pride we have for McCaskey, who knows what our school could accomplish? McCaskey pride has secretly been a guide in the lives of McCaskey students. It is a mentor, and it sustains us. We know we all have McCaskey pride. It involves common glances between us at assemblies, on the way to the cafeteria, and at football games. McCaskey pride helps us make decisions in everyday life. One thing I'm sure of, McCaskey pride surpasses anything we'll ever receive from McCaskey. It's better than winning first place in the 100-yard dash, getting an A on a midterm, a 5 on the AP Bio exam. It's even better than those 11:30 half days. There are many times when we need our McCaskey pride, and we use it. When people say things like, "Oh my gosh, you go to McCaskey? Did you ever get beat up or shot?" You use McCaskey pride to just laugh it off. Your pride for McCaskey becomes an inspiration, and you can just smile and know that we're the lucky ones to be part of something so unique and diverse like the McCaskey family. We feel sad for that person because they will never get to know what it's like to be involved in something like AFS, gospel choir, vocal ensemble, band, McCaskey track or basketball, FBLA, and the list could go on forever. All these things combine to make McCaskey such a wonderful place. We need McCaskey pride when we're playing sports. Sometimes, being from the city school, we feel like underdogs, and it seems like we have a disadvantage. Sometimes, just wearing a McCaskey jersey makes us feel as though we must work twice as hard. Only if others knew that being from McCaskey, having that McCaskey pride, we need to run twice as fast, throw twice as hard, and think twice as much. But we also feel that the victory is twice as sweet, because we know that we actually earned the win. And that's another reason we're so lucky to be McCaskey students. I feel that we need to express our pride the most when we become victims of the community. When the front page of the paper reads, "Drugs found on Ann Street, 5 blocks from McCaskey," or "Lady robbed at Giant, 2 hours after McCaskey lets out." How will the city ever know the good we have to offer unless we prove it? By showing them that we have pride in our school, they will be less likely to relegate their problems and blame us. We realize that by being on this stage tonight, we've already overcome 2 of the biggest stepping stones in life, the ones of discrimination and determination. Not many people get the opportunity to deal with so many cultures, so many races, and so many attitudes. We learn at McCaskey something you can't learn at other high schools. We learn how to be strong, how to protect ourselves, and how to respect one another. At McCaskey, we're taught that we're a family. We learn, eat, laugh, and play together. We also, at times, cry together. It really hurts me to see my McCaskey brothers and sisters fight, or one even die. When we leave here tonight, we're all destined for different futures. Some of us will choose that fast highway to travel on, others that windy country road. Some will fight their way through busy city streets, and others will just coast along on the shoulder. But one thing that we'll all have in common is our starting point. We all began our trip at McCaskey, and no matter which road you choose, you'll have that feeling of McCaskey pride to help guide you and make the right decisions. Do me a favor, every one of you in the class of 1995. For once, don't keep a secret. Be a blabbermouth like me. Tell people you're a graduate of McCaskey. Be proud of yourself. Be McCaskey proud. Do something positive with your life and help change the image McCaskey has gotten by expressing your pride. We need to enlighten Lancaster of the goodness of McCaskey, and it needs to start inside. Don't hold your pride in. I hope from this day on, McCaskey pride is as much a secret as how much we'll miss wearing our IDs every day. My first year at McCaskey, I knocked on the door. My second, they told me to come in with a friendly and encouraging voice. And during my senior year, I opened the door to my future, and I can speak for myself and for my classmates what a bright and wonderful future we have. Thank you.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of recognizing our honor students. A student who is motivated and who recognizes that there are standards of excellence in learning and who strives to attain those standards most often does meet the challenge. The challenge motivates them to achieve a level of excellence. This evening, I'm exceptionally proud, McCaskey proud, to introduce to you 5 students who 4 years ago did recognize and did accept that challenge and have attained the highest standard of excellence in learning, a straight A academic average for 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in recognizing these students. Each of the students will be presented with a thesaurus so that they can use in their post-secondary endeavors. The first student I wish to recognize is Bridget S. Adair. She will be attending Mount Holyoke College. Bridget? Our next recipient is Amber Marie Friesen. She will attend Goshen College. Amber? Our next recipient is Mr. William A. Pike, and he will attend Carleton College. Our next recipient, Mr. Patrick R. Runkle, he will be attending the University of Southern California. And our last recipient is Mr. Christoph D. Trummel, and he will be attending Oberlin College. Christoph? On behalf of the student body, the faculty, and all of the members of our staff, we congratulate you.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Lopez, Dr. Skletsky, faculty, parents, relatives, and friends of the graduating class, and members of the class of 1995. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Lancaster, I'm happy to have the privilege of presenting the Dr. Harvey A. Smith Award. For many years, Dr. Smith was superintendent of the School District of Lancaster, in which he served with distinction until his death. Dr. Smith was also president of the Rotary Club of Lancaster, and over 30 years ago, an anonymous donor contributed a liberal sum of money to our club to establish the Dr. Harvey A. Smith Memorial Fund. The income from this fund makes possible the yearly Dr. Harvey A. Smith Award to a member of the graduating class of J.P. McCaskey High School. Provisions of the trust state that the recipient of the award shall be selected by the senior class and faculty. It is further stated that the controlling considerations in the selection of the student are to be those qualities of selfless service to the school community and its students, which Dr. Smith demonstrated to the Lancaster community and its citizens. These qualities, incidentally, coincide with the ideals of Rotary and the Rotary motto, service above self. Therefore, the award has a twofold purpose: to recognize the student outstanding in qualities similar to those demonstrated by Dr. Smith, and to help perpetuate Dr. Smith's name as one of Lancaster's distinguished educators. The student selected for this year's award is Bridget S. Adair. Bridget, will you come forward, please? It is a pleasure for me to present you with this certificate and this check in the amount of $750.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
The highest Social Studies Award honors the memory of Clarence M. Ebersole. Mr. Ebersole was, for many years, a teacher of social studies at McCaskey and later chairman of the department. Upon his death, his family instituted this award. In 1986, the award was increased by a benefactor in the McCaskey community. In 1989, the award was further increased by a contribution from 2 McCaskey faculty members in the Social Studies Department. This award is presented annually to a graduating senior who has done outstanding work in social studies during his or her high school career. The student selected for this prestigious award is also one who exemplifies the high standards of character and citizenship which Mr. Ebersole tried to instill in all of his students. The recipient of this award is selected by a vote of the McCaskey Social Studies faculty. It consists of a cash award of $100. It gives me great pleasure to present our highest Social Studies award to Mr. William Pike.
Here we are, class of '95. We finally arrived at one of the most momentous occasions of our lives. Graduation is a milestone, something not to be taken lightly. So what am I supposed to say to my fellow classmates on the greatest day of the year? I mean, after all, I'm probably never going to see half of you ever again. I don't want my speech to disappear into the jumble of memories from senior year. I wanted to tell you something new, something you could relate to. Unfortunately, as I began my quest to speak at graduation, I realized I would have to wade through the inevitable flood of cliches. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. We are embarking on a wondrous voyage. We are all leaves on the McCaskey tree. Blah, 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 blah. I knew none of these meant too much to me or anyone else. I turned to others for assistance. About the only thing they told me was not to say what I really thought. They said I'd never get chosen that way. But oh well, so much for that advice. I refused to blow my one chance at telling everyone at graduation what we really got from high school at McCaskey. A typical day starts something around 6 a.m. You do your morning routine and get to school, hopefully remembering your ID. You sit in class the whole day just to find out you only have about 2 hours of homework tonight. And just when you think that you've been freed by the 2:50 bell, you realize it's time to go to sports practice, a club meeting, or to your ever so fulfilling job at any number of fast food restaurants. Not to mention there are the daily trials and tribulations. Detention, ALP, grades you'd rather not discuss, arguments with friends or teachers, and of course, the great ooh that will spread across the cafeteria for no apparent reason. But the worst part of it is it's all multiplied your senior year. The end is so close, but just out of reach. It's one of the most frustrating things in the world. Believe me, senioritis is a real affliction, and it's highly contagious. However, looking back on it now, you know it all had a point. Well, maybe not Mr. Lopez telling us he was speaking from the main office. But don't feel bad, no one else can figure that out. For every day that you punched in, there was a heated class debate or an important experiment to be done. Every day you could put more time into getting that piece just right for the concert or shave one more second off your mile. There was a big game to prepare for, or a newspaper to put out. Or maybe you needed to go over the material one more time for the play that was going to be debuted. Maybe you considered being here a reward in itself. You were helping out your family by furthering your education, or you knew the best way to raise your own was to get the education that you deserved. And yes, while it's true that you're born alone and you die alone, you never had to study alone or practice alone. You came in after school, you came in before school, you got help during class. You never gave up. That's why you were 17th in the nation for soccer, won countless awards for literary excellence, placed in mock trial, science olympiad, any gospel choir festival you wanted to enter, and entertained us in England with your vocal abilities. These diverse academics, interests, and people of McCaskey have taught you to embrace and enjoy any new experience you can have. So yes, it's true, school's not easy, and we don't all hold hands and march down the hall singing, "It's a Small World." But we do work hard to earn everything that has gotten us where we are tonight. So 5 or 10 years from now, when the responsibilities of adult life are overwhelming you, and you're reminiscing over your high school years, do me 2 favors. Remember my speech and how you got where you were going. Thank you.
Good evening, family and folks of soon-to-be graduating seniors. This May, seniors nominated by teachers in the English department wrote a lengthy, demanding essay to determine who was to receive the following prestigious English awards. The first award is the Catherine M. Buckwalter Award. A bit of history is in order. In the spring of 1975, a group of McCaskey teachers, believing that recognition of the graduating senior girl who had distinguished herself in the study of English was overdue, began deliberations to inaugurate a companion award to the John Pearsall McCaskey Award for Excellence in English. The committee deemed it proper to name the New Girls Award in honor of a woman who had herself exemplified and inspired excellence in English as a teacher in the schools of Lancaster for 40 years. The esteem in which Catherine Buckwalter was and is held by her friends, her former colleagues, and her former students is ample evidence that excellence in English be synonymous with the example and encouragement Catherine Buckwalter provided. Thus, it gives me great pleasure to present for proficiency in the use of the English language and understanding of and appreciation of literature, the 21st Annual Catherine M. Buckwalter Award to Natalie Andrea Kyra. The second award is the John Pearsall McCaskey Award, now in its 35th year. This award resulted from the merger of 2 earlier awards, one established in 1926 in honor of Dr. McCaskey's 89th birthday, and the other in 1940 to coincide with the dedication of the new McCaskey High School. The inaugurators of both awards were groups of former students of Dr. McCaskey. Their aims were to perpetuate the influence Dr. McCaskey had had on the education of the young men of Lancaster and to encourage in future male students a proficiency in the study of American and English literature and language. And so, since 1961, when the 2 awards were combined, we have honored annually a graduating male with the John Pearsall McCaskey Award for Excellence in English. It gives me great pleasure to present this prestigious award to William Pike.
Can you recall the day you entered your first grade class? The anxiety that existed had your heart scared and filled with confusion. You were tossed into a whole new world. Well, here we are again at the beginning of a new sector of our lives. The same fear and confusion that we felt in first grade has returned because tomorrow will begin the rest of our lives. Our first step to success has just been completed. The next step is up to each one of us. Whether we choose to further our education or go directly into the workforce, success is in our reach. It's okay for us to stumble and fall as we work towards our goals, for we are a work in progress. But we can't use mishaps as reasons to accept failure. Nothing worthwhile has ever come easy. Persistence and dedication will lead us in the direction of our individual goals. Each one of our futures is in our own hands. We are now held accountable for the decisions that we make. If we fail or if we succeed, it is ultimately up to us. When thinking back to junior high or when we first entered high school, I remember many of us being unsure and searching for direction. Each day was a new adventure. Finding out the latest gossip was the most important part of many of our days. Some that began with us never found that direction that we all searched for, and they have fallen by the wayside. But those of us that did will come out victorious, for we are a work in progress. If we continue with a strong determination for success, there will be no stopping us. Class of '95, there's nothing that we aren't capable of achieving. Bruce B. Wilmer wrote a poem that expresses who we are, a work in progress. You've got a future full of things, a world of things undone. You're still a work in progress with a theme that's just begun. Each day can bring rewards if we embrace each day with wonder. Every storm conceals a hidden sun beyond its thunder. Challenges can be much more than a contest just meant for winning. Every fresh beginning can yield a new beginning. Life has possibilities, rich moments to explore. Observing life too passively can be a downright bore. You can find the vast potential hidden in each day. You can give it meaning in your own distinctive way. You can sense life's promises even when you're feeling low. You're still a work unfinished with a long, long way to go. Class of '95, the rest of our lives is up to us. Every decision that we make, every car we drive, every job we accept, it's all up to us. Fellow graduates, we are and forever will be a work in progress. The opportunities are out there. Just reach up and grab them. Thank you.
The Hall of Honor. The Hall of Honor was inspired by an outstanding class, the class of 1979. Over the years, it has become accepted as our most prestigious award. The award is presented by the faculty of McCaskey High School, who nominate candidates for consideration. A committee of staff members from the faculty, after checking and evaluating the credentials of all of the candidates, selects a winner. The criteria used to select the recipients include scholarship, service to the school, extracurricular activities, personality, and good citizenship. The 1995 recipients' achievements and characteristics reflect the class of 1979. Academically gifted in the arts and in the sciences, a person who is ambitious, goal-driven, active, and productive. In addition to receiving a certificate of merit, the winner's portrait will be hung in the McCaskey High School Hall of Honor. This is the 17th year of the Hall of Honor. As in that year, the nominees were outstanding. This year's winner is a member of the National Honor Society, an AFS member for 3 years, treasurer of AIM, Action in McCaskey, a REACH facilitator, and a mediator with the peer mediation group. She has participated as a member of the Burning Glass Literary Magazine staff, on the Science Olympiad team, and on the Quiz Bowl team. She has also maintained a strenuous level of academic and advanced placement courses to obtain a 3.88 grade point average, and will be attending the University of Pennsylvania. We are proud to recognize Hing Lee Tran as the 1995 Hall of Honor recipient. Congratulations. McCaskey Prize. No? Thank you.
Good evening. For 6 years, I've been marching down the aisle as a member of the Board of Directors of the School District of Lancaster. For 4 years, I was the board president and was a speaker at Commencement. The most satisfying period for a school director is tonight, to see the graduates come before you to be recognized for their achievements and for making it to this stage. As the board president, I'd just like to go away from my speech just a minute to have you recognize someone who I think, as a school board member, you know how important this role is and what it means to our students and our community. One member of our board will be leaving us after this year, and it's Dr. Harold White, who has been a member of this board for 24 years, who has seen thousands of students come across this stage, who has been responsible for our community for 24 years, who the first day that Mr. Bentoncourt, who was a board member, entered the school district of Lancaster, Dr. White became a board member. That's the significance of what I think Dr. White has provided for our community. I'd like to ask Dr. White to stand and ask you to give him a round of applause. Every year when I come here and it's my turn to speak, I sit on the stage and I try to think about what I'm going to say. I never write a speech because usually where I'm at in the program, someone steals my speech. And this year is no different. As I was sitting here, every thought that came in my mind, someone else brought it up. But to the graduating class of 1995, I'd just like for a minute to ask you to try to remember your first day of school. For some of us, when our parents took us to the school door, there was so much excitement about doing something different that we ran into the building. Then there were some of us, and parents I'm sure you know, who you had to pry their hand away from yours, sort of push them to the door, bribe them to enter the school, and maybe even cause tears by turning your back on them. The class of 1995, graduation is similar to your first day of school. When you leave here this evening, you will have been given the support of your parents, your teachers, your community, to go on and further your education and to receive what most people think is probably the most important thing in your life, and that's a high school diploma. But no matter how many people pushed you, shoved you, bribed you, cried for you, the only reason you made it here today was because of your determination and your desire to complete your education at this level. No one could do that for you. No one could do it but you. When you leave here this evening, what you do with what you gained in your experience in your years of education is up to you. Last week, I had the unfortunate circumstance happen to me that someone passed away very dear to me, my brother. And when I was going through his journal, I was reading one of his entries, and in it said, "I wish to use the talents that God gave me to further my community." When you leave here this evening, no matter what you do after today, use the talents that were given to you for the betterment of your community. Thank you, the class of 1995.
We will soon be awarding diplomas to the class of 1995. Before we do that, let's take this time to recognize the faculty of J.P. McCaskey High School, who over the past 3 years have shared their knowledge and experience and given their insight to the class of 95. Most importantly, they have given of themselves to your child. Will the members of the J.P. McCaskey faculty please stand and be recognized? One individual who has served McCaskey High School and its students for 25 years will be retiring this year. We would like to extend a special thank you to Mr. Paul Campanini, art teacher for 25 years of service. Please join me in thanking him. If you had the opportunity of sharing the experience of this past weekend of the prom and the post-prom, you would appreciate the work that the following people have contributed to the success of those experiences. So at this time, I would like to ask the class advisors, Mr. Bunevich, Mrs. Stokes, Mrs. Stimson, Mr. Gadsden, and Mrs. McClune to stand. These individuals have assisted Mr. Jones with the class activities and have supported the members in all of their endeavors. Now I have the opportunity to, once again, welcome the members of the Lancaster School Board, distinguished guests, fellow administrators, teachers, parents, friends, and most especially the members of the graduating class. As your principal, it is indeed an honor to share with you the special happiness of this occasion. More importantly, it has been a cherished privilege to have shared with you the experiences that led to this day. Graduation is a time to relish the fruits of past achievements, a time to set new goals, even more important, a time to renew our commitment to ourselves and those values that make us the individuals that we are. Graduation serves also to remind us how closely our lives are intertwined, how our successes reflect more than just our efforts, and how much certain people mean to us. Class of '95, your parents, guardians, friends shared this day with you. Their pride in you and their joy in your achievement reflects but a measure of their support, their encouragement, and their love. After you leave the ceremony, look into their proud faces, see the love and support that has nurtured and sustained you and have brought you this far in life. For you, I publicly thank and congratulate these good people for a job well done. Class of '95, your teachers share this evening with you in a special way as well. For them, it marks the culmination of a joint effort. Their dedication, scholarship, and commitment have served to challenge you, setting before you a standard by which efforts and successes could be measured, and preparing you for whatever challenges face you in the 21st century, a century in which technology will play a major role in your lives, a century which will require that you have the ability to be flexible, to adapt, and to constantly learn new and unheard of ways of dealing with things and people. For you, I publicly salute and thank them. I know that your respect and admiration for these men and women to be heartfelt and enduring. Class of 1995, I ask that you heed the words of your commencement speakers. Valerie has asked you to reflect on and value your experiences at McCaskey, for having lived in a school as diverse as McCaskey has made you strong and taught you to appreciate each other. In addition, you have learned how to respect those who are like you as well as those who are different. Truly, diversity is a strength in our community. Tina has reminded you that although we are born alone and you die alone, you never had to study alone or practice alone. It is because you decided to work together that we reached this higher level of academic and extracurricular success. It took teamwork to win countless awards for literary excellence, to place in states in mock trial, to participate in the Science Olympiad, to send over 50 students to London, England, and to put AFS together. We know that everyone accomplishes more together. Keisha reminds you to reflect on the steps that you have already taken to reach this evening's goals as a stepping stone to further successes. She says it's okay to stumble and fall as we work towards goals, for we are a work in progress. But she also says that we cannot use mishaps as a reason to accept failure. Truly, you are a work in progress. Truly, Keisha has realized that learning is a lifelong endeavor. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what life is about, and this is what McCaskey is about. You certainly have reached a milestone. In order to continue moving on, you must tap into the vast potential hidden in each day. Search deep inside, and you will find that you need to succeed. You will find what you need to succeed in the challenges that await you. Class of 1995, you make us McCaskey proud. Class of 1995, I have confidence in you. I know your dreams for yourselves and our world, and therefore I look to the future with hope. I believe in you, I respect you, I admire you. Today I stand here at the podium grateful for having shared the last 2.5 years with you. In parting, and before presenting the class to Dr. Shukletsky, I will share simple words that were shared with me by one of my teachers. And the words are as follows: whenever you get discouraged, see something beautiful. Whenever you get discouraged, learn something new. Whenever you get discouraged, do something special for someone else. By majority vote of the faculty of J.P. McCaskey High School, the 411 members of the senior class are recommended to become the 61st class to be graduated in the 57th year of the history of the school. It is with great respect, Dr. Shukletsky, that I present to you the class of 1995.
Seniors, ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? May we have your attention? I would hope the members in the audience would set a good example for our graduating seniors tonight. Seniors of McCaskey High School, in a few moments, the Board of School Directors, by the authority vested in it under the laws in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, will be granting you your diplomas. Tonight marks the end of a process that was begun about 13 years ago, a process we call formal education. During that time, you worked and you studied for this night, when you will receive that certificate, which will attest to the fact that you have met all the requirements as determined by the excellent faculty of McCaskey High School. Although tonight is the end of a process, it is also a beginning. We're here tonight to celebrate your commencement, your beginning. So let me suggest that you do not end your life as a student as much as you begin your life as an adult as a citizen in our society. With this new status, which you assume tonight, go many rights and privileges. But with it also comes some awesome demands and responsibilities. We have tried over these last 13 years to prepare you to not only accept what life brings, but in fact take steps to make this world a better place to be. We've attempted to instill in you the need to make a positive contribution to our society. Certainly that has been the fervent hope and expectation of the many staff members in the School District of Lancaster. Now, the rest is up to you. Graduates, take what you have learned. Use it wisely. Listen for your drummer. Then set your goals, chart your course, and you make it happen. Luck, success, and happiness to the class of 1995. May the future be yours. Thank you.
The marshals will now present the class according to previous instructions. Please be seated.
Erica Renee Dennison. Maria Teresa Bradshaw. Duong T. Kim Chi. Iris N. Andino. Sheena C. Garner. Ahava H. Hefner. Sarah Jean Kennedy. Marisol Marquez. Brandy Elaine Millhouse. Rosa J. Ortiz. Aaron K. McConnelly. Darlene A. Scott. Nicole A. Strons. Carmen L. Bonilla. Leticia Hernandez. Crystal Gail Minnick. Jeannie A. Ortiz. Lucretia Lynn Plogger. Carmen N. Rivera. Arlene I. Rodriguez. Tyra K. Salape. Mai Jung T. Vu. Griselle Marie Caraballo Santos. Charmaine L. Yelitz. Sarah L. Fry. Brenda Lee Almond. Wanda I. Guerrero. Crystal E. Hess. Angela M. Kinzer. Karen L. Lesher. Heather A. Lowe. Amy D. Pavlevis. N.B. Lai. Teresa K. Lyon. Lee A. Markson. Isabel Medina. Diana V. Antonetti. Tasha M. Mitchell. Nada Luz Nunez. Madeline Oliveira. Madeline E. Padilla. Vashti Perez. Sandra P. Lopez. Grisel Rivera. Lee Marie E. Rivera. Janice D. Scott. Mandy L. Stoy. Lee N. Tu. Fior M. Viejo. Tracy L. Wise. Maria F. Delgado. Tasherica S. Gonzalez. Marisol Almondovar. Hillary M. Olin. Soniel Maria Maldonado. Felissa Dion McFadden. Melanie L. Bouyoun. Erica Molina. Mayra Montanez. Rena Mae N. Nolan. Melissa Ortiz. Helene L. Peters. Gloricel Cruz. Amy L. Grafe. Bridget S. Adair. Aisha Christina Miller. Cynthia Ann Bear. Delia E. Lugo. Rebecca Shank. Tara Irene Alomar McFadden. Shannon Lynn Wojtovich. Sherry L. Clark. Oh, okay. Rosemarie Souffrant. Naomi S. Slough. Melissa Ann Long. Bradley H. Richard. Carrie L. Reichert. Abigail Rosario. Emily C. Rojevich. Tara M. Harris. Madeline Rivera. Brooke A. Benowit. Christine M. Garris. Tai Mai Chu Tran. Jamie L. Snyder. Michelle Lynn Gensler. Yolanda G. Santana. Shannon Lynn Rule. Vicky L. Rodriguez. Nilsa Y. Rodriguez. Sandra Lynn Rivera. Trish Y. Riley. Roslyn M. Reyes Melendez. Elizabeth A. Peffer. Shantae Monique Dockett. Laurie Lee Myers. Ryan T. O'Hara. Derek D. Weiler. Chin Vivo. Richard J. Adair Jr. Luis A. Gonzalez. Luis Lopez. Jose A. Gonzalez. Paul S. Thompson. Jason F. Capron. Kiwan D. Colbreth. Jennifer L. Bowman. Crystal G. Bittenbender. Danielle H. Cater. Jamie G. Hinckley. Marilyn Retamar. Abigail Mary Ekman. Dana Alexandra Mercado. Deli J. Lugo. Shannon Marie Webb. Erica M. Hartgrove. Christy L. Wolf. Marco Thomas Marinero. Cyrus D. Miller. Roy O. Wirtz. Mark C. Harlan. Edward J. Hagan III. Brendan Levi Smith. Jamil Barakat Thrash. Kevin H. Sims. Shane M. Schisler. Sorry. Jose D. Pacheco. Petra Ann Swavely. Laura Catherine Bucks. Christy A. Brubaker. Rachel C. Everhart. Melanie S. Graham. Laura B. P. Myers. Elaine B. Wesley. Heather L. Steyer. Sonia L. Cirillo. Tirsa L. Johnson. Matthew N. Van Cowenberg. Louis M. Suarez. Michael T. Larson. Chris J. Buffington. Paul Brett Nofer. Doriel T. Smith. William Betancourt Jr. Stephen R. Egan. Louis R. Howiak Jr. Natalie Andre Kyra. Aaron C. Benson. Mandy L. Bowers. Jennifer C. Delgado. Amanda Elizabeth Dymock Long. Aladia Bonilla. Nicole R. Harris. Jennifer R. Bonner. Elissa A. Mertz. Tanya Nicole Underwood. Michael B. Coxey. Douglas Andrew Weidman. Jason M. Davis. Larry Shank. Racine A. Poole. Aaron K. Potts. Joel A. Gascott. Devin A. McCammett. Angel Ruben Torres. Eric William Ford. Carrie Lynn Casey. Kimberly Lynn Cox. Tracy L. Moser. Valerie Ann Stewart. Kelly M. Glasgow. Allison E. Young. Rhonda M. Harris. Latoya Christina Bounds. Summers Daniels. Jamie L. Alejandra. Guthrie A. Harner. Mitchell E. Wolstenhume. Oliver S. Wilson. Jesse Sire Schultz. Ryan Michael Price. Sergio A. Cruz. William C. McMurtry. Douglas Q. Johnson. Marky Smith. Christoph D. Trummel. Amber Marie Friesen. An Quoc Tran. Melvin Santos. Sergio Albino. Tien Pham Kai Lai. James A.C. Woodruff. Jose Luis Felix. Chow Min Lee. Matias Mercado Colon Jr. Jose L. Garcia. Joseph P. Pham. Long Van Duong. Thompson Ratanavong. Shane M. Selesky. Isaiah Saez. No Van Tan. Nguyen Hoa Trong. Ro Van Vo. Q. Delano Johnson. Rafael L. Colazo. Angel Luis Montanez. Martin Morales. Daniel S. Ng. Tri Cal Nguyen. Tuan An Nguyen. Brian Sanchez. Edgardo Felix de Leon. Carlos Ramon Velez. Barry L. Fink Jr. Devon L. Wright. Geronimo Gonzalez. Alfredo Gonzalez. Julio Angel Cruz. Hai L. Luong. Nathan A. Bird. James F. Bumgardner. Pedro A. Caraballo. Kenneth K. Cummings. Ryan T. Benner. Jimmy L. Ponzo. Ruben Maldonado Jr. Angel L. Rivera. Orlando Rivera. David R. Gajewski. Troy A. Rao. Onel Garcia. George King. Rith Yim. Philip A. Wade Jr. Joseph F. S. DeVerta. Sarom T. Sin. Ronald E. Pugh. Daniel Rivera. Edward Feliciano. John J. Moore. Andre N. Rodriguez. Ryan J. McMinn. Christopher Lee DeBar. Jason Torres. Orlando L. Torres Jr. Taiwan D. Goodley. Hugh J. Ashford. Joshua S. Carson. Mark H. Pazian. Casa P. Bernelius. William A. Pike. Candida Rodriguez. Liana Matias. Stacy E. Lockhart. Antoinette Lee Brown. Lindsay S. Lefevre. Chua Lee. Bianca R. Jackson. Allison L. Hunninger. Mandy Baldwin. Manye L. Harrison. Troy R. Snyder. Stephen Recon Wireback Jr. Jack S. Pick. Frankie Minnick. Eric M. Fenstermaker. Daniel Gracia. Angel L. Rivera. Vu Tang. Michael W. Billette. Hernan Martinez. Karen L. Helm. Katrina L. Dean. Pilar Louise Miller. Marilyn Melendez. Sarah Ann Long. Aaron Shea Burrows. Nicole A. Felsinger. Christine Marie Kitch. Matilda Melinda Johnson McIntyre. Tujosi Nagai. Ladies and gentlemen, our Rotary Exchange student from Japan has been a guest this year of Virginia Marshall. We wish to present to Yoshi this American flag, which is flown over the nation's capital. Also, we will present to him a volume, To Lancaster with Love, by Gerard S. Lest, along with a certificate of appreciation. Sonia Todorovich is a foreign exchange student from Yugoslavia, has been the guest this year of Ms. Deborah Van Pelt. We wish also to present her, Sonia, with American flag, which is flown over the nation's capital, as well as a volume of To Lancaster with Love by Gerald S. Lest, and a certificate of appreciation. And our final exchange student, who will be speaking to you about the exchange student experiences, our AFS exchange student from Hong Kong, Amy In Tijian. She has been a guest this year of Mr. and Mrs. Harvey Miller. Amy will be presented the same as the other students, an American flag, as well as a volume of To Lancaster with Love and a certificate of appreciation. At this time, Amy will speak a few words to you. At the podium.
I just want to say thank you to all of you, students, teachers, and all the staff members, and host parents, and all the students. McCaskey is a wonderful school, and we have a very good experience here. So I do not want to interrupt the presentation, so that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Alimayu L. Thrash. Antonio Marrero. Wesley C. Young. Lucius Parham, Jr. Michael C. Jones. Pedro Juan Ober. Matthew T. Ingram. Brian D. Yoder. Ismail Bolarin. Elizabeth A. Naterno. Jessica Medina. Larika M. Whitfield. Erica L. Wiseman. Adionex Velez. Mima D. Tucker. Jung Tri. Sylvia Yvette Arroyo. Betsy A. Stauffer. Jessica Lynn Snow. Nicole L. Santinello. Mohammed Saeed. Dwayne T. Glessner. Galen L. Esch. Tom E. Drowatsky. Justin W. Hawkins. Michael D. Lewis. Matthew S. Blakesley. Joseph S. Marks. Thomas J. Pavlecic. Close. Michael Wise. Melissa Sloden. Quinn Trom Nyin. Jamie Ann Sest. Chonhum Wan Sang. Oh, that was nice. Catherine J. Armstrong. Damaris Santiago. Kendra V. John. Joelia Rivera. Mariana Rivera. Margarita Rivera. Matthew Kenneth Steen III. Terrence C. Shell. Matthew D. DiMescola. Eugene H. Butler III. Jason L. Hoffer. Lino A. Rivera. David L. Peck. Willie L. Servance. Jason O'Malley. Ann Pilgrim Hambrick Stowe. Letitia Lynn Hung. Huang Lan Tran. Brooke Tobias. Damaris M. Brown. Chan K. Cheng. Sonia M. Rodriguez. Carol L. Pompey. Sherry V. Roberts. Alyssa Corinne Pick. Christina M. Perez. Scott Thatcher. Joffrey M. Stetler. LeGrant S. Williams. Scott D. Ziegler. Timothy M. Ulrich. Casey Powell III. Andre Ortiz. Dorsey C. Summerall Jr. Brian Montanez. Deborah L. Hume. Chelsea J. Velasco. Susan Elizabeth Swar. Chaka Khan R. Stewart. Jennifer Schiraldi. Mary Ellen Etterline. Sabrina Louise Patton. Christina Arias. Lori A. Fulginetti. Katrina M. Moore. Billy Joe McCauley. Ryan M. Carroll. Joshua L. Patterson. Ismael D. Padilla. Mark W. Molesky. Stephen P. Monahas. John Joseph Luciano Jr. Louis G. Salas. Barry T. Gers III. Jamel Andre Matthews. Lindsay D. Lamping. Heen L. Tron. Patrick Runkle. Valerie Lisa Kreider. Tatina A. Finch. Keisha M. Morant. And our class president, Molly Mead Grantham.
Members of the class of 1995. By the power vested in me as President of the Board of School Directors and on behalf of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby declare you graduates of the class of 1995 of the John Pearson McCaskey High School, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
First off, congratulations, because every single one of us up here deserve our diplomas. I would like to read a small section of a poem entitled After a While by Veronica A. Schofstall. The beauty of this poem is that it not only applies to each and every one of us this evening, but also to our everyday lives. And you learn, and you learn. And you learn to build all of your roads on today because tomorrow's ground is too uncertain for plans, and futures have a way of falling down in mid-flight. After a while, you learn that even sunshine burns if you get too much, so you plant your own garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. And you learn that you really can endure and that you really do have worth. And you learn, and you learn. With every goodbye, you learn. And so that's it. We're done. It's over. We've scaled the wall. We've scaled the wall, climbed the mountain, reached the top, exhausted all cliches. So now it's time for us to say goodbye. Not just to friends and family and loved ones, but also to McCaskey. And McCaskey has to say goodbye to us, the now graduated class of 1995. McCaskey is saying goodbye to the talents, personality, and style that we gave it. And although McCaskey was quite influential in molding us as individuals, we were the essential part of what made McCaskey great. As JPM and the class of 95 say goodbye to each other, another class is saying hello. 95. We wish the best of luck to our successors, and it is our hope that your senior year is as memorable as ours was. However, let us not forget the knowledge we are receiving tonight. The education we are getting by moving on and saying goodbye will be more useful in real life than any knowledge a textbook could ever teach. So speaking on behalf of our entire class, I'm wishing the 1996 senior class president, Danielle Brown, and the entire class of 1996, the best of luck.
Thank you, Molly, and the class of 1995. I am glad to be here receiving the torch, a torch which is symbolic of life that is burning and will continue to burn from class to class. This torch is the heart of McCaskey. Even though Molly passes the torch to me, she is holding it for the class of 95 and I for 96. Each person in this school is present in the flame. That is what makes the flame so powerful and luminous. This upcoming year, the flame is going to and will burn brighter and brighter each day. As president, I plan to lead the class of 1996 into a year filled with joy, excitement, and best of all, success. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 1995.
Please remain standing. We will have a special selection from two members of the class of '95, Jennifer Bowman and Hernan Martinez. They will sing Wind Beneath My Wings.
Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You've been content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind.
The one with all the glory, while you are the one with all the strength.
Only a face without a name.
I never once heard you complain.
Know that you're my hero and everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. Might have appeared to go unnoticed that I've got it all here in my heart.
I want you to know I know the truth. I would be nothing without you.
Did you ever know that you're my hero and everything I would like to be? I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my the wind beneath my wings.
Will all senior awards winners report back to the auditorium after the recessional? Parents and friends, please allow the students to leave before you leave. They need the aisles clear upon exiting. Class of '95, I dare you. McCaskey High School has an annual award called the I Dare You Award. This award is given to a student that takes the challenge to make a difference. The entire class of '95, you've seen that they're up for that kind of a challenge. So to you, the class of '95, I dare you to make a difference in your community, in your state, in our country. Ed Bradley, a CBS News commentator of the 60-Minute fame, while delivering a commencement speech at his alma mater, Cheyney University, stated, and I quote, "Your diploma does not come with directions. You must become trailblazers, charging new paths. Anything worthwhile ain't easy." End of quote. So class of '95, set high goals, chart new paths, make a difference. I dare you. Best thoughts and best wishes go with you all. Thank you and good night.